today we're going to be streaming Off. I am really looking forward to this one because I heard a little bit of the soundtrack. I heard Toby Fox did a large amount of it, and I was really excited by that. I'm a bit of a Deltarune fan, and on top of that, I saw someone else stream it, and I was really interested. And from what I saw, I liked the first 5 minutes of what they were streaming, but then I realized I needed to stop and experience this for myself. So I've had this on the back burner for a while, wanting to stream this, and so I'm excited, and I hope that you guys like it. All right, settings menu. I've got my mouse. I don't think I need it for this one though. All right, combat speed. Thoughtful. That makes sense. Pillar box art. Dynamic, yeah. Probably fine as it is. Yeah, all of this should be pretty good. Okay. New game. Alright. Man, I can't wait. Caution, it is possible that certain scenes in this game may prove shocking to an unwarned public, or maybe not. Fair enough. Alright, you can just call me Scott. Your name is Scott, correct? Correct? I'm a boy. I feel pretty strongly about that. Alright, welcome Scott. You've been assigned to a being called the Batter. I've seen crazy fan art of this guy. The Batter is on a mission. Be sure that it's completed. Accomplished. We will let both of you out in Zone 0. Good luck. For more information, find the one called the Judge. Okay. Looking for a judge. Off. To move my body, use arrow keys. To interact with the environment, use Z. Competences. Huh. He's a batter. He's a purifier. Level 1, he's pure. Full HP. No XP. Full CC. I wonder what the difference between status and competences is. No items. Blank equip. Settings all good still. Yep. Alright, let's go. No run. Okay. Find the judge. Ooh. The spooky looking cat. Oh, that's a really spooky looking cat. There can be no living being. Sorry, let me do a voice that fits this. There can be no living beings in Zone 0. I deduce, therefore, that you are a figment of my imagination. Nevertheless, I will introduce myself. I am the judge. We found him! We found the judge! And I am aching to know your name, my dear illusory interlocutor. I am the Batter. I've been entrusted with a sacred mission. Delighted, I'm sure, but I am not addressing the body, only the soul that it harbors. What is your name, controller? His name is Scott. He can't talk to us. I can talk though. Hi guys. Yeah, I can talk to you guys in chat at least. However, he can see and hear everything. Although to me you are nothing more than an imaginary specter, I must say that I am delighted to make your acquaintance as well, my dear Scott. I believe we need your help. Many people require my services, you know. Everybody loves cats. We rub ourselves against their legs and purr in the most insistent manner. They adore that. I'm not talking about that kind of help. I see. But what sort of service could I offer to an ectoplasmic entity? I have a sacred mission to fulfill. I must purify the world. There is no objective more laudable. Therefore, I agree to serve as your guide through this place, if I may be of any assistance. Thanks. And this batter got some legs. He can move. Obstacle, okay. I could go up. Whoa. Luck ticket. Is that C for menu? Covers a moderate amount of HP. That makes sense. He's a batter. Of course he loves tickets. Whoa. Quite peculiar. I agree with that, yeah. No idea what that's about. Allow me to confess that I find you quite tangible for a phantasmagorical being. Might you in fact be a person of flesh and blood? I think so. So I was mistaken from the first, and you did not even interrupt my fanciful soliloquizing. I must say, this is really quite strange. You are the first living being I have ever met in this place. I had concluded, therefore, that Zone 0 was empty. It's all too obvious that I was mistaken. Now then, there are other zones. In those territories you may find yourself subject to the violent attentions of certain hostile individuals. Your sacred mission may well lead you to those places. Would you like me to acquaint you with the art of violent confrontation? Combat tutorial? Yeah. Whoa. This is the battle screen. As you can see, you will find yourself placed on the right side of the screen. Meanwhile, your opponent, in this case your humble servant, will be placed on the left, positioned appropriately for single combat. As battle begins, you will be given your first choice. You must defend. You must decide between attack, defend, competence, and objects. Naturally, attack allows you to engage your opponent in the classical manner. Now it is time to put theory into practice. Choose the word attack from the menu undulating before you, and then select my form to slay me with your bat. Oh man, I don't want to kill the little guy. What? What? No, don't make me kill him. It's probably a fake out, right? They always say that you get like one free right in the death note, because you couldn't expect it to do that, right? The batter attacks. Excellent, my dear sportive companion. Remember that the impact of your assault is determined by the level of both the batter and his opponent. Your iron volition may result in the occasional critical strike. This will cause the teeth to fly in heaps, I am sure. When you're ready, strike again. It is also possible for you or your adversaries to slightly avoid the offensive moves you exchange. Just as it is your goal to purify these specters, they wish to eliminate you. You may guard against such feeble attempts. Choose defend, and protect yourself from one of my dastardly blows. Oh. Interesting, so it's got like a speed gauge, is that? Okay. Defend. The batter takes defensive action. Now once more, if you'd be so kind to prove your mastery of defense. I'm kind of taking a beating here. Defend. The batter takes a defensive stance. Even the best sportsmen, I believe, are subject to the callous vicissitudes of the playing field. Do not fret, you can recover from these grievous injuries. Competence permits you to use one of your special talents. Objects grants you access to the inventory you are carrying. Now let us attempt to utilize an object. Take this luck ticket and graciously use it on the batter's person. The judge does nothing. Objects. Luck ticket. Impeccable. Your mastery of battle borders on brilliancy, my friend. But there is one thing we have not yet addressed. I am speaking, of course, of your competences. Speaking generally, they are special moves that trigger surprising effects. For example, a competence might trigger an unusually powerful attack, or induce a resurgence of health points. In any case, you must remember that using a competence will incur some degree of competence cost. So I suggest you wield these skills with parsimony. With competence costs exhausted, you will find heavy assaults impossible to carry out. And if by some mischance you cross swords with a more than worthy opponent before recovering it, victory will be uncertain at best. Now then, let us try one. Choose competence, and then run with courage, a skill calibrated to brutalize your enemies. Interesting. Run with courage. The judge. The batter used run with courage. Now you have mastered not only this competence, but the very art of combat. You must remember that there is a cost to showing your steely resolve in this way. Your sacred mission will depend on your mastery of these abilities. The confrontation ends, theoretically, when the health points of you and your confreres, or those of your opponents, fall to 0. Do not take care of your health if you are hoping to pursue a career in purification. Oh, do take care of your health, not do not. Read that wrong side, my bad. The batter gained 50 XP, 10 crit received, or credits, crit, CR. Now that you are ready to dispose of all the impure obstacles standing between you and the success of your luminous mission. Provided that your intelligence is advanced as your undeniable capacity for raining bat blows upon an innocent cat. At all events, your training has not yet reached this end. Please do follow me if you would like my guidance a little longer. Oh. Fast. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. The blocks stay the same between rooms, that's important to note. Ah yes, passing through will require the careful operations of your cerebral apparatus. You know, the one bathing limply in your liquid cranium. I believe that these floating blocks correspond in some way or another to the symbols you see before you on the wall. Okay, so this is probably yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy squeezy. Is there a problem, charming hero? I cannot do everything for you. I am not your father, after all. But if I might offer a suggestion, perhaps you could try to activate some of these floating blocks more than once if it proves necessary? Now solve this intriguing obstacle for me post-haste. I wish to rejoin the ground floor as soon as possible. 1, 2... 6, 8, 2, 3. Okay. Pretty standard. Aha! After all our exertions, the eagerly awaited recompense arrives upon the scene. Okay, this cat might be kind of adorable. Crunch, nom, nom, crunch. Hey, wait. Have I seen... Have I seen that before? Was that in the elevator? See if I... Shouldn't be hard to commit that to memory, right? It was, a 10 array, or no, this is that's an array of 7. And that's definitely the letter C I'm reading. So... Well, I mean, we could try it. 448287. Wait, 448, what was it? 448287, okay. 448287. 448287. 448287. 448287. 448287. 448287. 4, 4, 8, 2, 8, 7. And then C? C for cat? Crunch nom nom. Oh. We'll let me go back and do that again. 4, 4, 8, 2, 8, 7. Oh, C must be the bottom. Ah, figured it out. Now feast your eyes upon an accessory that will prove especially useful on your purifying quest, my enlightened student and sportive friend. It is a cube floating in the air, as you no doubt have noticed. Nevertheless, you will be able to distinguish it from its fellows by the tasteless contrast forced upon your gaze by its clashing colors, which defy any sensible theory of the visual arts. Do not judge it too quickly, however, for in spite of its questionable appearance, this red cube possesses an undeniable utility. In addition to restoring your health and competence points in its entirety, it's capable of saving your progress and sending you to the nothingness. The nothingness is a place of transition outside of space itself, where you can travel from one point to another at the speed of light. Oh, so fast travel. Now I invite you to try it for yourself in order to discover regions more populous than this deserted place. Open your wings, my dear companion, and fly towards the zones ahead without hesitation. Your only enemy is the fear that will grip you. Okay. Do not worry, I do travel quickly across this zones of the world. I am certain we will meet again. Ah yes, by the way, take this. This curiously named item is the key that will grant you entry to Zone 1. Have I explained that you can, at any moment, examine yourself and your inventory by pressing C? The Leo card has been obtained. Found. So cool. This is save. The commentary that the cat gave was really fine. Was really interesting, because that's something you do a lot when you want an interactable item stand out in a game, is you either make it so there's brightness difference or like a contrast difference from its surroundings in order to set it apart. So that's cool. Go on, I invite you to try activating the floating cube behind you. Okay, so we must be talking about return to nothingness. Back to the nothingness? Yes. Did the hardest part. Whoa. Okay. Zone 0. That's it. Oh wow, that's a lot of whispers. Is it? There's a world map. I can go anywhere. These aren't obstacles, are they? Oh. Would you look at that? It is impossible to enter. You need the adequate zodiac card. I'm assuming the same for 2. 0's there. 1. What if I go back? Will the cat still be here? Or will it have moved on, I wonder? Oh! A piece of silver flesh has been found. Oh! That's where the other that's where the other doorway went. Okay, well. Neato. Okay, let's return to nothingness. Enter zone 1? Yes. I like the world detail. It's really vague, but it nonetheless fits, you know? It isn't that these are trees or bushes or something, but they play the part of a decoration well enough, don't you think? Health points and competence points completely restored. Save often, as my father said. Oh? Oh. Tramway 1 is a very convenient way to travel between all the different regions of Zone 1. Okay, and then save again. Can I talk to the other guy? Please select your destination. Damien. Okay. Yeah, mad. Okay, so it's not something backwards. It is spelt interestingly, though. Huh. I mean, a name for a person, a name for a train station. Why do they have to be so different, right? Tramway 2 hasn't run for a very long time. Or sorry, I think that might be read more. Tramway 2 hasn't run for a very long time. So is that him saying that Tramway 2 is new, or that Tramway 2 has been closed for a long time? His face shakes is funny. A visitor? Welcome to the smoke mines. May I ask who you are? Are you an inspector? No, I'm the Batter. I've come to exterminate the impure spirits. The Batter? The impure spirits? Are you some sort of prophet? Maybe a man of faith? Yes, something like that. Who sent you? Nobody. I'm being led by Scott. Oh, I don't know him. He must be part of senior management. In any case, that's good. That means they approved our requests. Come with me. I'll explain your assignment. Dang. Whew. Is this adapted from something? Or is this all hand-drawn in such a cool emulative style? Wow, that's fun. You're here in the smoke mines of Damien, in the south of zone number 1. I'm assuming they're mining scenes. I think that's a kerosene lamp, if I'm not mistaken. Here we send laborers into deep tunnels to unearth metals from the ground, freeing trapped smoke from the depths. Interesting. What do you use smoke for? Using various tools, we put some of it into bottles which the queen sends to the other zones. There's a queen? Interesting. The rest of it flows freely and forms the air that our lungs inhale and exhale so we can live. Oh, so they breathe smoke. If I'm reading that right. It's an essential element, the first of the 4 elements. Oh, am I making this guy's voice too muted? Hard to tell. After review. After. Because without smoke, people would have nothing to breathe. And there we are. And so... well, how do I put this? Where are the impure spirits? Yes, there we go. There are many specters in the mines, and they are getting more and more aggressive. But, in fact, it would be better if you didn't go there, because the regulations forbid visitors accessing the smoke mines. So, here's what we're going to do. There's an annex in the mines that nobody ever visits. But a miner went in there a long time ago. He says he saw something strange, nothing like the usual. But I thought, maybe that's like the leader of the specters. So there we are. If you accept, you'll go into the annex and kill the leader of the specters. Then the specters will disappear, and we can do our jobs again. There we go. There we... do you have any questions? No. Oh, great. Impeccable. The tunnel is right down there. And I will wait for you here. Oh, well, do you understand? You go down into the annex and kill the leader of the specters. Then, after you're done, we can get back to work. That would be great. It's a tall building. Soon I'll be promoted. I could do surveillance in Alma. I can't wait for that day to arrive. Wishing luck to that guy. Same thing again. Access to the smoke mines is prohibited for all unauthorized personnel. Hey. do we have here? Is that not Scott and his charming jumping jack the batter? Are you the leader of the Spectres? No, certainly not. I'm only passing through, not unlike the smoke which is extracted from this pale and metallic space. However, I believe I know where the one you take for an ectoplasm can be found. To tell the truth, I am perplexed. I believe this is one of those peculiar things which is called a spherical add-on. I have tried my level best to make it my own, but the operation has failed most systematically. But I am thinking perhaps you, who are not of the physical order of things, could succeed in binding the spiritual entity to your own. Add-on Alpha has joined you. What an exceptionally intriguing phenomenon. I must admit that I remain perplexed by this unexpected metaphysical reaction. Well then, since it has chosen to accompany you, I can only advise you to make the best possible use of it. Okay. The leader of the Spectres isn't here? I fear I must respond with my sincerest apologies in the negative. Save for this add-on, I have not crossed paths with a single moving soul. There's nothing here. It's just the sort of place for which I have a particular affection. What you seek is certainly located somewhere else. You've returned. So, have you killed the leader of the Spectres? No, it wasn't there. Oh, really? Damn, oh gosh. Well, then, I guess I'll have to let you enter the main gorges in that case. But, the regulations prohibit it. Alright, I suppose this would be an extraordinary case as defined in paragraph 5. So, good. Well, the primary mines are on the right. There. I love the way this guy walks. He's so sassy. So cute. Oh, will you find the leader of the Spectres? Well, it would be great if that were possible. Well, yes, it would be great. I love these guys. Okay, so there is some walk behind perspective. That's cool. Oh, a joker has been found. I wonder what that does. Okay, so Silver Flesh recovers CC, revives a character, allows access to Zone 1. Radical. There are phantoms down there. They keep us from doing our jobs properly. This is my break time anyway. What are you doing here? Are you one of the mine inspectors? The lamps don't always work in the farthest corridors, and since everything looks the same around here, it's easy to get lost. There are phantoms in all the tunnels. Be careful, sir. And besides, who let you in here? The regulations normally prohibit visitors from outside. You've come to eliminate the Spectres? That's good news. Is that a chest? Interesting, that one really blended in. Pillar art has been found to Zone 1. Show yourselves, corrupted children. I'm the voice of forgiveness, come to eliminate your wretched forms. I'm getting swarmed. Prepare yourselves to suffer my judgment. Purification in progress. Huh. Should probably go all out, right? Want to eliminate as many as I can before it's an issue. I think this one's going first, so let's knock him out first. Batter used Run with Courage. Alpha makes its move. What are its competences? Special attack with low impact. It must do something special to certain kinds of enemies. Alpha blasts the top. Ooh, Bomb Inspector attacks. Does nothing. Attack there. Alright, let's ban vanishing thing. That's great. I'm loving this music. It's it sounds far away. Yeah, I don't even need to use CC for this. And last one. Adversaries purified. The batter in the alpha gain 400 XP, 80 credit. This add-on is fighting by my side. That's useful. Let's purify the other galleries. Health and points and competence points completely restored. The yellow blocks don't allow you to return to nothingness. Let's make a save. This block prevents access to the bowels of the facility. Okay, a little bit of a maze, I like those. Let's stick to the right wall. The Joker. Nice. I'm working, I'm being productive. Oh. Specamite. Use Painful Quandary. They strike fast. Dang. Oh, but they don't do a thing. Answers. Oh, no, it's that they're all attacking Alpha. Well... Oh. And Alpha doesn't have enough to knock it on its own. Okay. And we win these. Just a spec. Could be too hard to clean. Oh, I thought that was the one I'd hit already. What are they saying in the back of the music? Okay, adversary is purified. 200 XP, 40 credit. Oh. Well, my computer's about to die, so we'll call it there for the night. Run back to save, I was probably going to need it anyways. I gotta say, thank you all for tuning into the little stream or watching this on YouTube. You were all a wonder to have. And I suppose I'll be seeing you next time. So, until next time, have a good night. Bye.